What's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Anthony, and welcome back to CYF Talks, the show where we go behind the scenes to give you tips and tricks to help you create your future. On this episode, we're going to dive into the art of magic and sleight of hand trickery. Just go ahead and pick a card, any card you want. But first, let's dive into the video. So I got started with magic when I was roughly around 12 years old. My best friend growing up, his dad worked with a very famous magician, and from there we always got to see the shows. And it was really fascinating. I remember being mesmerized in the audience, and I was like, man, I want to learn how to do that. So that's what got me instantly hooked. Going from there, I've been fortunate enough where I was able to perform for the likes of Deadmau5, Nike. I've done stuff with a bunch of corporate wineries, weddings, bar mitzvahs, bachelorette parties. Those get a little interesting. A few corporate functions and family gatherings, private functions, you name it, it's probably been in there in some way. And I love the art of magic because it's such a unique way to meet people and to really leave an impact on whatever it is that you're talking about in the conversation. So, you want to get started? What I would recommend getting into at first is the art of card magic or sleight of hand, going over some basic principles and some basic tricks of how to actually have an understanding of how card magic actually works. So I'm going to teach you two simple sleights that you can utilize in your daily practice, and I'm going to give you tips on how you can practice them when maybe you're sitting at your desk at your office, or maybe you're just watching TV. There is a ton of different things that we can do. So to dive into it, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into what is called a swivel cut. There's many versions of a swivel cut, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold the deck like so, thumb on the very back, 3 fingers in the front just like so, and your index finger should be able to lift up, but also hold it right here. So a swivel cut is the following. So if you lift up with your fingers about half the pack just like so, you're going to notice that the cards are going to sit around your middle finger just like that. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand, or whatever hand that is your dominant one, but in this case for demonstration purposes this is my left hand, and I'm going to rotate it off of my middle finger just like so, create a swivel action, and then put the cards on top just like that. So in full motion it looks like this. And that's called a swivel cut. It's something that's a little flashy, it looks really cool, but if you can nail it, it looks super impressive. So again, lift up with your index finger. You can even have it resting against your middle finger. Come over with your other hand. Nice! Over with your left hand just like that. And there you go, you have a swivel cut. Next, we're gonna go over a technique which is called a double lift. You can only guess where I'm going with this one right now. So a double lift is when you pick up 2 cards at the same time to make it look like 1 card. Here we have the card right here. We're just gonna turn it over just like so. It's the 6 of diamonds. We're gonna take the 6 of diamonds, place it into the deck, and just like this, 1, 2, 3, did you see the move? It jumps back to the top. Now, obviously it didn't happen like that, and I'm not using a duplicate card, so here is the secret on how a double lift is performed. So what you're gonna do just to practice, is you're gonna take 2 playing cards and you're just gonna place them just on top of one another, just like so. This is a good way to kind of start. So in this case, we're utilizing the Queen of Diamonds. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put those playing cards on top, and what you're gonna do is, it's called a pinky break. You're gonna catch a little break right here with your pinky finger on the back, keeping those 2 cards on top of it. Next, the bottom corner of the deck where the pinky break is, that's where you're gonna take your right hand or your dominant hand, and you're going to lift up the cards, both of them at the same time, giving the illusion that you're holding 1 card, but in reality is you're actually holding 2 cards, just like so. So then what you're gonna do is you're simply just gonna turn it back over, just like that, and then you can place the other card in the middle, which is not the actual queen, place it in there, do a little magic, boom, and then it jumps back to the top, just like so. So again, in full motion, 1, 2, 3, here is the 3 of hearts, take the 3 of hearts, place it into the middle, and then just like so, it jumps back. So there you have it. We just went over the swivel cut and the double lift. I highly recommend practicing these 2 cuts as something that's a little bit more on the fancier side with magic. If you're really looking to get familiar with the basics of sleight of hand, I would highly recommend checking out Jay Sankey's work when it comes to beginner card magic. That's how I learned a lot of my stuff, through some of his YouTube videos, his DVDs, but DVDs back in the day. Wow, is that old? His DVDs back in the day, really super helpful. I would highly recommend checking those out for anyone who wants to learn more about magic. I think I'm probably gonna make another video about magic and sleight of hand, because I feel like I can just talk about it for so long. It's been a long long-term passion of mine that I haven't really delved into too much, but it is too much in terms of presenting it in this type of format. So if you want to learn more, if you want to see more tricks and tips about sleight of hand and how to practice it at all in any way, let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please feel free to drop a thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean the world. Thank you so much for watching this episode of CYF Talks. I've been your host, Matt Anthony, and I hope that this video helps you create your future. We will see you in the next episode. Peace!